Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you exactly how you can research penny stock in 5 minutes or less. And once you look at it, once you're looking at a ticker, you can decide within 5 minutes or less whether or not you should put it on your watch list, whether or not it's a good trade. A lot of people think that it takes hours and hours, and you have to read their SEC filings and their financial statements, and there's some traders out there that do that. There's some traders who know everything about their stock. Um, but personally, I don't do that. I haven't found the need to do that. I trade based off of technical analysis, which is reading the charts. So that's worked for me personally. One guy who does know everything about the stock when he trades it is Superman from of Super Trades. I'm sure you guys have heard of him. He is almost like a mini portfolio manager. He holds like 10 or 15 positions at one time, but he knows everything about the stock and he holds it long term. Sometimes I this actually yesterday I traded UPIP right here. I bought and sold within 49 seconds. The price jumped, I got my profit, and I sold. um, so in this video I'm going to show you literally how I research a stock in 5 minutes or less. It doesn't take hours. I'm going to show you my entire process. So if you guys don't know what this is, then I need you to go and watch my ultimate stock screening tool video where I explain what this is, and how to get access to it. It's free, so you should definitely be using it. It's going to change your trading. But okay, so let's pick a stock. You don't need a certain direction. Once you set the filters, again, watch that video, then you'll know what this is. Alright, so I'm going to pick this stock. It's going to open up a little chart for me. Let me bring it down here. Okay, here's the stock. Now what I just do is I go out and I see, let me move this down. What I do is I first check the 1 year. Now again, I can see it from here. Okay, 253. So you can, the reason I go out 1 year is because I want to see how the stock is doing. Clearly it's on a downtrend. Clearly something's going on with it. This is probably not a stock I would trade. I don't like trading stocks. This might be a stock to short, but not even, because it's already pretty much dead. It would have been good to short over here or over here after this huge peak. You can even see perhaps why the peak happened. Announces execution of a agreement with the bank, announces court approval, and then it just dumped. So again, even though it seems like good news, it hit its peak pretty much and dumped. But I would not trade this stock because it's trading at a low, and if you've seen my breakout and earnings video or how I trade, I pick very conservative trades where all I care about is trading things that are reaching new highs. I follow the breakout. If there's a perfect technical breakout, which means it breaks a new high, then I trade it. However, if this is a hot stock and it has a lot of shares trading, which it does, it traded about 1.9 million shares yesterday, 792 trades. You have to look at the amount of trades too, because again, this is only a 20-cent stock, so 1.9 million volumes. You got to look at the dollar volumes that were traded. But again, the thing is, you can also research the stock on a short-term basis. So 10 days. Okay, so for example, the way I would look at this is I would just see what was the peak. The peak looks like it was 29 cents or 30 cents about. Okay, 30 cents. You want to pick the round number, the large round number. 30 cents is where it's showing resistance. Okay, so I'm going to just set an alert on, either if you have an iPhone app or if you have your brokerage, just set a watch list alert. For this stock, EMITF, just set it for to alert you that if the stock is trading at 29 cents, you should get alerted. Now the reason I do that is because if this stock breaks 30, if it breaks 30, 31, and again, I follow the double catalyst rule. Watch my video on that to understand what I mean by double catalyst. If this stock breaks 30 cents, and if it has news or contract or another catalyst, it's going to break out. And that's kind of how you need to look at these things. You don't want to trade anything mid-range. Right now this is trading mid-range. Its low is 24 cents, its high is 30 cents. You're not going to actively trade this stock. I'm going to do a few of these videos. I'm going to go through, I guess 3 stocks to show you how I would trade it, how I would set the alert, so that you get a sense of how I traded. And the reason I do this is because it's the most conservative way to do it. So for example, what I mean by conservative is that when this breaks 30 cents, I can give you, there's a 95% chance that it's going to shoot up higher. And you watch the level 2, you buy it at 30 cents, 31 cents, it's going to shoot up, you sell half your position at 40 cents, depending on the news and the catalyst, and you're going to make a profit, 95% of the chance. It might be a fake out, but when you follow the double catalyst rule, you don't have to worry too much about fake outs. So I'm going to show you different charts and how I analyze them, and then you'll get a sense of how I trade and why I trade the way I do. And the reason I call it a conservative is because you're not going to throw this on your main watch list. You're not going to go, or you're only going to look at this chart if you get the alert that this stock is trading at 29 cents, because that means it's close to its technical breakout. And again, you can go by different time ranges, the 10-day time range, 15, so look, as I go out further, 1 month, I can see that this is a perfect high. Not in a 1-year sense, the 52-week high is $2.53, but in a 1-month technical sense, you can see that the peak is 30 cents. So I feel like if it breaks 30 cents, hits 31, you can see it shoot up. But, I'm going to put a few videos out like this on how I research a stock and how I decide when I should trade it or not.